So it's getting pretty exhausting with the back and forth with the keyboard warrior trolling stuff. And we already spoke on this as something you can expect, but it's not really that. It's the consistency and seeing this same person all over the place, repeating the same stuff, making false comments and remarks. So I say we go ahead and just kind of just put an end to this, because talking doesn't really get us anywhere. And as you guys can see, that's all this really is. It's just staged beef that you know won't get anywhere, just to get reactions to make them come up with the narrative that they can use, because they have no energy and need to leech off you. Because it's not just here where this is happening. You're seeing the same person all over the place, and notice how they've got nothing to show. All the claims they make are false. This is a very, it's beyond interesting. You don't care, but at the same time, just the fact they keep popping up really makes you scratch your head, and you remind yourself that there's really people out here who just don't know what they're doing. They, not only that, they don't even like themselves, really. So I say we go ahead and just set up a fight here for this chief handler person who just wants to keep popping up everywhere. I don't know what kind of reaction you're getting, but basically, I don't have the time. This is ridiculous. And at the end of the day, this is your platform, you guys, who are having this idiot pop up all over the place and just don't even, like, what are you doing? You get what I'm saying? So, and the thing is that this person is a nobody. I don't know who this person is, and this isn't even a person I'm really supposed to fight. There's actually an individual on this platform that I'm supposed to fight, and he knows I'm supposed to fight him. But we'll talk about that later, because it plays a big role in kind of just a starting point to me even speaking on the title of this video. And this is something that hasn't been mentioned before. This is something that's been beaten around the bush, because at the same time, we're all the same team here, though. So we're not trying to cause confusion here. This is something we'll speak on later. But the rabbit hole goes pretty deep. And this individual, this chief handler person, is a nobody. The only reason I'm making this vid is because he wants to pop up and just be a part of something, apparently. I don't know. He's just, if you clearly have all the things you're saying you have, then go ahead and take care of that. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and be a part of that. But you're a liar if you're over here just leaving delusions on random people's pages, yo. So I say let's go ahead and just set up a fight, and I'm for real. Like, set up this chief handler person, and if you don't want to do it, then scram, and I might just block you, because there's really no point in what you're doing. If I'm not going to gain anything out of it, having you on my channel, troll correctly then. You know what I'm saying? Have something intellectual to say. If there's something that you don't agree with me saying, then have a paragraph. Do your research. You write down something to try to debunk what I'm saying, but you can't. If all you're going to do is leave delusions and that's your only comeback, because you just get a kick out of, you're like perverted. You get a kick out of just watching people give you energy. It's like you do something with, like you do weirdo stuff with it. Because there's no such thing as you doing what you're doing right now. It's, let's go ahead and set up a fight. We can go ahead and train for 5 months, and I'm for real, and I'll just beat your ass. And there should be a prize, because I want money out of it too, if I'm going to beat your ass and give you the time of day. Because that's what this is. Other than that, and I don't know who you are. Who knows? I'm only 5'10", 158 pounds. I can definitely bench way more than my weight, though. I can bench over 235. 240 max is the last time I maxed. So that's the type of stuff. And I'm really fast. And I don't care how big you are. You could be 6'6". I'm still going to do it. You claim you're in the military, but listen, all you're doing is talking then. You can't just be on people's pages saying random things and think you could just get away with it. And I'm not going to let it fly. I'm not just someone. But if you don't want to do this, if you don't want to physically fight, and all you can do is talk, then I don't want anything to do with you. I'm just going to continue to block you. Okay, because I'm not a blocker, actually. I'm someone who could take constructive criticism over here. We can take people not agreeing. We're not going to get upset if people don't like what we say. But for you to continually just be disrespectful, I don't know who you are. We're just going to go ahead and put an end to that. So, you know, go ahead and have a response ready. But if it's something else other than what I'm saying, if it's something else where you're changing the subject, it has nothing to do with the fight. Because, you know, the whole Jake Paul, Mike Tyson thing, that they went ahead and scratched it. So this right here, we can go ahead and do our own staged entertainment beef nonsense, since we're not getting anywhere. We already exposed the whole thing, and I'm not doing this whole ring around the rosy nonsense anymore, yo. So I don't care how old you are. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how far away you are. You claim you got all this bread, then let's go ahead, set up, and it'll be real easy. We'll just go ahead and just set it up. You got all this money. Let's go ahead and set up a fight then. And it don't even got to be professional. It could just literally just be us fighting and set it up, because we need to do something about this. Because other than that, if there's nothing else you're going to do, you're not bringing anything. You're not, what are you trying to do? Everything everyone else is doing does not involve you. Their motivations and their goals and the reason they're speaking on this is to bring awareness. It is not about you. You're showing up out of nowhere and you just want attention. And if you want it and you're going to keep leaving all this stuff, then I'm going to do something about it. I'm ready. I'm actually ready right now. But we can go ahead and give you time, and we can set it up for 5 months, and let's just go ahead and do a straight up boxing match, yo. And just do a straight up fight. Because this is what this video is all about. These people who they send out here to do all this surveilling will never do anything. They'll do all antics all day, but when it really comes down to the wire, they'll stage their own little fights against each other, but they'll never do anything to you, though. You guys notice that? You notice how they're all cap? How they're straight capping all the time? They're never gonna do nothing. They're never gonna pull up. They're just talking. They're just miserable behind a keyboard, you know what I'm saying? Drinking your 99-cent beer from the local Shell gas station. You just don't like yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what to do. There's no such thing as you claiming that you got all this stuff. You're not showing it. You would have a video. You would have a picture. You'd be spending time with your wife. You wouldn't be on, that makes no sense. When I'm in a relationship, there's no such thing as me on another dude page hating. That is just weird behavior. And this is why this needs to be spoken about, guys. I know it's ridiculous to make a vid on this, but I'm just kind of sick and tired of it, because as far as I'm concerned, this is the only quote-unquote troll that I've witnessed so far, and it's not even trolling, it's childish. It's outdated. It's ridiculous. You don't know how to troll. You think that the concepts that work on people like you, humans like you, will affect someone like me, who comes from a whole different space that you would never be able to comprehend. You can only try to mimic and it'll never work, right? So you just get upset and just do this whole revolving door, hate yourself, come back, like just weirdo watch stuff, yo. And it's really aggravating. And you know, obviously things like this happen in real life, but to see this on the internet is just weird, because you really got to actually take time to do this. And it makes you wonder, it's a real person doing it, you know? It's not like a script. It's got to be an actual person who's taking time to do this. So you just scratch your head and wonder, like, why do people, what is it that made you fall so short to make you just not, you know, you're probably just upset you got no more capabilities, or, you know, there ain't time, you know, time ain't over yet, you know, you still got time to not be weird. But honestly, let's go ahead and get this shit set up. You know, if your response has nothing to do with the fight, it's either yes or no, let's set the fight up and I need some money out of it. Okay, if you beat me, and I guarantee people would love to watch watch me get KO'd, because we don't even know who you are. But I know people would love to see me on the ground. So, you know, go ahead and show your face. That's what this all comes down to, because as far as I'm concerned, who am I speaking to? You're probably just some kid. You're not even like anything. Like you're just some kind of dope who just like lost on the internet and you're just upset and don't like yourself. You got like a weirdo infatuation with people or something like that. Even if all the claims you're making are true, it goes to prove that having all that shit can't make a happy person because you don't love yourself. So I would never trade lives with you. The things you use to make it seem like you're better than someone. You have your own house. Owning this, owning that, and using these when no one ever asked you. No one cared to ask you about your belongings. You're the one who's just gotta be like, oh, well, I own this. That's a miserable person. And we all know that. If you're someone on this channel and you've been sticking here for a minute, you know that's a miserable person. Anyone in this world who uses their, well, look at my car, and look at my house, and yeah, look at my muscles and all this stupid shit. Anyone who uses all that shit to make themselves look bigger, man, this is a sad person. Just using all these dumb stuff to try to make yourself feel better, man, and it's like doesn't get you anywhere. So we're just done talking here. I'm just fed up. Let's go ahead and do something about it. I'm not even afraid, right? For real, even if you're bigger, like, let's get it going. Because other than that, if you're just talking, what is that going to lead to? What are you trying to lead it to? So if I'm someone who's going through something like this, I'm just looking at it as, well, the only thing we can do right now is let's go ahead and throw you the box of gloves, and I got some, let's go ahead and set up a fight, man. And I'll look into the rules and all of that, but if you don't want to do it, then shit. There's nothing to do then. So you can just go ahead and scram and get off the channel. You got no reason being here. This is absolutely ridiculous to have a grown ass, I don't know how old, 50, 60, 40 years old, acting like a child. You've said nothing smart yet, and all it leads to is me wasting my energy on someone who I don't even know. So let's go ahead and do something physical about it, because we're done trying to sound smart here. If you want to be stupid, then you'll get a stupid response. Let's go ahead and fight. I guarantee you won't fight me. Fight me.